Look at this dude.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hey man, if you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, smash the like button, click that bell while you're at it, so you can be a part of the Post Noti Gang family. Best family on YouTube. That's no cat, hands down. Hey man, we are here for SML Universe. How much money does Mr. Goodman really have? He has too much money. He needs to share some of that money. Come on, my boy. Hey man, we're gonna do less talk, more reacting. Let's dive right into this video. Let's go.
Mr. Goodman is by far the richest character in SML, with tons of cars, boats,
without questions asked, duh,
and mansions. He is absolutely stacked with cash, but how much money does he actually have? In this video, we'll be finding out the exact amount, starting with his houses. In SML, we've seen Mr. Goodman live in two main houses. His main house, which we see in The Life of Goodman, and his current house, which we see in SML movie Scooby-Doo and Onward. And after some stalking on Zillow, which is a website where you can look at houses' value, and finding the exact addresses for these places.
It's an actual listing and it's by Mr. Goodman, or is this edited?
It seems like his first home is worth almost $12 million, and his other house is worth around $4 million. But this is just the beginning.
I need some of that money, Mr. Goodman. Come on now, please share. Sharing is caring, my boy.
We're not even at 1% of his net worth yet. We all know that Marvin's house is a mortgage, which he has to pay every month to Mr. Goodman's bank.
Okay, fine. I pay a mortgage to the bank, so the bank owns it.
Marvin bought the house in 2016, and the SML filming house in 2016 costed around $390,000. But over the years, with housing prices booming, it costs around $718,000.
A good little profit right there.
But with all the renovations they did, such as the pool they built, it would most likely cost around $800,000. Now, we can add his house as one of Mr. Goodman's assets, as he owns the bank. But that's not all, because
the fact that he owns the bank as well is crazy.
He doesn't just own Marvin's mortgage, he owns the mortgages on every house across the whole street, which would be a whopping $6+ million. And if you think that's crazy, you would be in for a surprise, because as shown in SML movie Brooklyn Guy's credit card, my boy Mr. Goodman has basically monopolized the credit industry, as shown by the fact that he pays his
Mr. Goodman is just way too fucking rich, bro.
Workers literally nothing.
Well, how much are you paying him an hour?
A staggering, a mind-blowing 50 cents an hour.
Therefore, Mr. Goodman is the only creditor in the United States, meaning he owns
Mr. Goodman, grimy as hell, bro. Greedy as hell, bro.
Every single mortgage in the US, which would total to around $12.8 trillion, meaning that only from his real estate ventures, he has made over 40 times more than Elon Musk's net worth.
Mr. Goodman, why are you still in Florida? Why don't you just own a country at this point and just be president of the country you end up buying, bro?
But that still doesn't include all the money he's made from properties, because as shown in SML movie The Koopalings Part 2, Goodman also owns the apartment complex that all the SML characters lived in during the apartment era.
I'm the owner and landlord of the apartment complex.
We can assume that Mr. Goodman
just owns everything at this point, bruh.
Didn't just stop at the one apartment, though, and probably owns all the apartments in the US considering as well. Mr. Goodman's net worth so far is almost 2 times the US GDP. But Mr. Goodman's assets don't end with property. Another huge collection of Mr. Goodman's assets is from his vehicle.
All his Lamborghinis, bro.
In SML movie The Life of Goodman, we get to see some of his vehicles, one of them being a whole private...
And honestly, a Lamborghini to Mr. Goodman is a cheap-ass car. I'm surprised he doesn't have, like, Bugattis and like that, bro.
...private jet that he flies around on his own.
This is my private jet. It's fast as fuck.
It's fast as fuck.
The average cost of a private jet is around $4 million on the lower end, which is already a lot, but we know that Mr. Goodman doesn't cheap out on anything, even private jets, so we can assume he probably owns the most expensive jet, which is the Airbus A380, which is owned by a Saudi Arabian prince, and we know that Mr. Goodman has good relationships with the Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Hello? Hello, my friend, it is me, Prince Abu Dhabi.
So,
Prince of Abu Dhabi.
He probably has been given one of these jets, which costs a staggering $600 million.
Damn, bro. That's just too much, bro. What the, bro?
On top of
What does it take to be rich like that, bro?
his lavish planes, he's also seen driving an assortment of exotic cars. In SML movie The Life of Goodman and Jeffy's Car Wash, we see that he owns both a red and blue Lamborghini Huracan Evo. He also owns an Audi R8, as seen in SML movie Jeffy's Joyride. And when Mr. Goodman wants to look poor,
Literally my dream cars, bro. I swear, Lamborghinis and R8s, bro. Dream cars, and then G-Wagons, bro. Dream car. Like, man, if I was to hit the lottery today, y'all will know.
he settles for a Porsche 911 because it has poor in the name. This car costs almost 200 grand, and that's not even to mention all the cars we see his son Richard drive. In SML movie Richard's Mistake, he's seen driving a 2020 BMW i8, and in SML movie Jeffy's Fast and Furious, he's also seen driving a Porsche 911, which we will assume is Goodman's, so we won't count that. But we all know, when it comes to expensive stuff that Goodman has, there's always more. Because in SML movie,
like I said, Mr. Goodman, come on, just share some of your wealth to everyone, bro. You could literally give everyone probably like $500,000 on planet Earth, bro. Then we all be living good, bro.
The Life of Goodman, after he shows off his Lambo, he says this.
This is my Lamborghini. I buy a new one every week when the odometer hits 100 miles because then it's just too used for me.
Him changing
Wow, must be nice. Must be so fucking nice, bruh.
cars every week explains why he has both a blue and a red Lamborghini. And since he still owns the car, it means that he's been accumulating so much wealth just from Lamborghinis alone. The Lamborghini Huracan Evo first released in 2019, meaning that for 6 years he's been buying Lamborghinis weekly, which totals to $106,295,208 just from Lamborghinis. But neither vehicle.
When you're done with your Lamborghini, Mr. Goodman, feel free to pass one over my direction, bro. If it's too used to drive anymore because it has 100 miles on it, bro, just throw it this direction, my boy.
Norris houses can compare to the wealth he's accumulated from businesses. We've already talked about how his banking company is and what led him to getting trillions from all his mortgages across the US. But what is the actual value of Goodman Bank and Trust? Well, since we all know Goodman's bank is the only bank in the entire world of SML, we can total up all of the worth of the banks in the US. And this totals up to a staggering 153 trillion with a T dollars, which at this point doesn't even surprise me anymore. Shockingly, this isn't the only business.
To be honest, I wouldn't even want that much money. You would definitely be the biggest target on planet Earth, bruh.
Yo. In SML movie Jeffy Gets a Job, it's revealed that Goodman is the owner of Jimmy John's.
Oh god, the boss is gonna be so
I had
mad
Jimmy John's like a week and a half ago.
about
It was actually pretty good.
this. What did I just hear?
Which is valued at $20 billion. But that's not all. After losing all his money in SML movie The Bet, Goodman works for Bowser, who asks him to go to Walmart. After seeing that there was a puddle of water, without a wet floor sign, he knew what he was doing and was not going back.
Slip and fall.
Water on the floor? And no wet floor sign? Oh, I'm about to get paid.
Paper.
Ching! Here I go. Ah!
Here I go.
Oh, my back! Oh.
My back, my neck, and my back. What movie is that from, y'all?
My neck!
This slip-up made Mr. Goodman the owner of Walmart and all of its assets, totaling $767 billion.
Needless to say, I own Walmart now.
In SML movie Junior's Cookie Crisp, Junior makes a jingle for Cookie Crisp, which seemed to take inspiration.
Dang, Cookie Crisp sounds so good right now. I love cereal, bruh, but I haven't had Cookie Crisp in so long.
Shall we say, from multiple different franchises. Mr. Goodman then came to sue Cookie Crisp, explaining how he's the owner of McDonald's, Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms, Trix, Goldfish, Cheetos, Skittles, Huggies, State Farm, Red Bull, Kit Kat, KFC, Frosted Flakes, Arby's, Burger King, and Allstate. But finally, let's look at some things that can
What does he not own, bruh?
take away from his massive net worth, starting off with debt. To afford such massive purchases like houses, cars, and businesses' starting costs, it makes sense financially to take a loan from a bank. This would mean that Mr. Goodman must have taken out loads of loans, right? Well, if you recall, Goodman's bank is the only moneylender in the entire world, and you can't be—
So it's like low-key he's borrowing money from himself or taking a loan out from himself.
In debt to yourself. And the money he owed from starting the bank was probably erased when all the banks shut down because of what he did. Another thing we could look at is the taxes Goodman would have to pay.
Ooh.
Goodman and tax
I can only imagine.
evasion are basically like bread and butter. His main strategy is to have multiple children with his maid.
And I've gotten her pregnant 7 times because we don't believe in Plan B. Only Plan C, because the C stands for cash. We have the kids, I claim
Plan C.
them on my taxes.
He even went to jail for a day for tax evasion. In SML movie, Goodman goes to jail. This is probably why Goodman says his net worth is significantly lower
I'm surprised he's not rich enough to just own the police departments to where he doesn't even go to jail.
than it is.
Ah, yes. $1 trillion, just like it should be.
From tallying up his net worth from just his houses alone, that's way more than $1 trillion. All of this is just lying to avoid paying taxes. Therefore, he literally doesn't have anything deducted from his net worth. So this
Honestly, that's a smart way to go. Like low key, like shit. If you got a business account and stuff like that, there's so many so many ways you could finesse the system, bruh.
is a grand total. How much is Mr. Goodman really worth? Well, after tallying up everything, it gives us a mind-blowing 167 trillion, 767 billion, 389 million, 911,000, and 100.
You literally could never run out of money in this case, bruh.
$8. To put this into perspective, the total
You know how much interest you would earn every month just for having that much money in the account, bruh? Oh my goodness.
amount of money on Earth is only 123 trillion, meaning that Mr. Goodman is worth almost 2 planets.
Oh my gosh, he owns the earth at this point, bruh. Hey man, if you guys made it to the end, I do greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, leave a comment, click that bell while you're at it, and until next time, I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm out.